Hello and welcome. My name is Ash, and this is my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel. So, if you are here, you're probably thinking about bucket list trips, and I am here to give you the details on bucket list trips that the top five that you can actually afford. So, we're going to go ahead and deep dive into this because you'd be surprised how many times you can travel the world, even with a budget. It's allowed. So, let's get into it. Now, the first one I have right off the bat, you guys are going to want to make sure you like and subscribe also and stay to the end of this because I got the really good ones at the end. But the first one I have right off the bat is going to be the Costa Rica adventure. A lot of people don't travel to Costa Rica, okay? We need to get into some more travel for Costa Rica. And at Costa Rica, you guys can typically fly there for under $400, especially from major US hubs. You just have to kind of watch for the deals and kind of do the off season for it, right? They have a lot of jungle lodges, which are all-inclusive options with meals and some activities. They have a lot of natural wonders. Okay, so a lot of times when people go on vacation, they think, "Oh, I gotta buy all these excursions. I have to do this." No, they have a lot of different cool things that you guys can see there, like volcanoes, hot springs, rainforests, and they're all at minimal cost. Also, wildlife encounters. They're gonna have a lot of different national parks with exotic animals. Costa Rica, think national park, think rainforest, think zip lining like the guy is doing. Those kind of things can be done in Costa Rica, and it's really not that expensive. It's very good priced. Now, one of my favorite options that I give to clients that want to do like family trips or all inclusive trips, but they're on a budget, Cancun. Cancun is luxury for less, honestly. So, all inclusive value, they're going to have a lot of all inclusive resort options, food, drinks, entertainment, it's all wrapped into one price. They have resort sales and packages. By bundling flights and hotel and the transfer, or the resort and the transfer, it'll save you thousands of dollars, definitely. It says hundreds, but I've seen it in thousands, let's be honest. Better value than the US beaches. It's meant to be touristy. I feel like a lot of our beaches, I'm from Texas, so especially in Galveston, those beaches are rough. You're not going to have this issue really when it comes to Cancun. They have very beautiful beaches. And then to save some extra money, try to book in the shoulder seasons, is what we call them. May is typically people aren't booking because they're getting prepared to go in June. And then November, it's going to have those perfect rates. Now, of course, be aware of hurricane season, right? But it's going to have those kind of perfect weather and also lower rates available. Italian dreams, Italy. We got to talk about Italy, right? Europe in general, shoulder season flights around $600-700 during April, May, or September and October. And September is probably one of the best times in the world to tour in general. So a lot of the tours for September through October are on sale right now. We have a really, really good deal going for those tours. So if you're interested in that, just comment below, let me know. Inside the tours, it can save you a lot of money because it'll put all together. Sometimes the flights are even added, but it'll do the hotel, the flights, the transfers, all of that, and the tour. We like that. But if not, if you just want a regular booking, you guys can find a lot of family-run B&Bs and guest houses at affordable rates. Okay, they do Airbnb and stuff like that over there. Budget-friendly dining. They have market, street food, and then happy hours. They have free culture attractions too. A lot of the churches, those big famous buildings that you get to see, the museums and the pizzas. What does that say? Pizzas? Wow. Are a lot of free of their cultural attractions. I've actually booked one of those tours that they have on through Viator for my clients, and it was a food and wine tour, and they absolutely loved that. It was an Italian girls trip, so they went all over Italy and learned all about different things throughout, and did a lot of food and wine tours. So that's something you're interested in. It can be affordable. It's a bucket list trip, but it can be managed. Now, I also would recommend maybe Caribbean cruising as a bucket list trip because this is going to give you guys the option to hit multiple areas at once, and it's all inclusive. And on average, their starting price for most 3 to 5 day cruises are about $400 a person. 90% of the stuff is included: food, lodging, entertainment, all in there. And then the beach days are free. When you're at port, it's free to arrive there, right? So I like this option because it's going to give you the way to travel in more to one place. And the cruise deals are very, very well maintained throughout the year. So depending on when you can go, there's always some type of deal that you can plan. But I will tell you, when it comes to booking these kind of trips, you guys really want to give yourself a little bit of a leeway um, to kind of make payments, deposits, whatever. Don't try to book these kind of bucket list trips um, that are going to be, I would say, how is this? Don't book them last minute. They're more expensive that way, right? Timing is everything. I would honestly book even further than 2 to 3 months, but at least 2 to 3 months for deals. If you're going to book within 2 to 3 months, expect to pay full price. Use your points for flights. A lot of people don't consider this, but if you're booking on that credit card, it might have some flight points attached to it. So take a look at that. Package deals, booking a flight, hotel, a rental car, etc. all together. It's going to save you a lot of money. And then, of course, using me as your travel advisor is going to be great for you because you will be able to kind of find those hidden savings with my vendors. So we went over Europe, we went over Costa Rica, and we went over cruising. I know that's the top three, but some other ones that people don't really expect to be cheap is Bali. Bali is typically a little bit cheaper too, especially in the off seasons. Getting to Bali is the expensive part, but actual Bali is not expensive. And then I would also kind of check out the Dominican Republic. Dominican Republic is really good for all inclusives, and it's kind of close to in prices when it comes to like Mexico. So those are the other two that I would check out. And if you're ready to book your dream trip, make sure you just drop maybe the world. Drop me a world sign in the comments so I can get you some pricing. And then of course you can also visit my website, travelwithash.net. So you can either do that, send me a DM, just send basically anything that you need for me to look at. Feel free to drop that for me and I will get started. Thank you guys so much for watching. And if you have any other questions, feel free to drop them below. And if you're ready to book your trip, make sure you visit me at travelwithash.net and like and subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can get more notifications and all the travel tips that I get so you can always make sure that you're traveling smarter and better. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon.